Quite slow, isn't it? Both passengers here before your 1525 departure. So we're in a class 800, so press T. Headlights to the day position, because it's daytime. Reset the AWS after moving the reverser, put the DRA on because I don't know why it was turned off, and await departure. The next stop will be Peterborough, arriving at 15:54. So reverser to forward, DRA off, power to notch 2. So we're at Stevenage on the East Coast Main Line south between King's Cross and Peterborough, and we're taking this 5-car class 800 from Stevenage to Peterborough. So we're driving unit 800-205, formed of 5 coaches. There's also a 717 to King's Cross via Hertford. Good thing this train isn't affected by snow. Not like the last video I recorded literally just before doing this. So we are following along train 1 Delta 19, the 1503 London King's Cross to Harrogate service operated by London North Eastern Railway. Calling at London King's Cross, Stevenage, Peterborough, Grantham, Newark Northgate, Retford, Doncaster, Whitfield, Westgate, Leeds, and Harrogate. So I assume this train is one of 5 coaches. That was 801 from Edinburgh to KGX. So we have about 48 miles to Peterborough. We should be there in no time. So the maximum speed we can get up to is 125 because the East Coast Main Line has not been upgraded yet to run at 140 miles an hour. So the next station will be Hitchin, where the line to Cambridge diverges off to the right. So the left is the down slow, we are in the down fast, the right is the up fast, and then the farthest right is the up slow. Oh crap. Yeah, I didn't realise we exceeded 125. This train has crazy acceleration. Well, it's new and it's running on electric. We're now approaching Hitchin station. So this video shouldn't take too long. Assuming the video doesn't lag all the way there. Line to the right goes to Cambridge and Moyston. Not in that order. So we'll do through Hitchin at 15:28. So we're on time. Next station will be Ardsley, then Biggleswade, Sandy, St Neots, Huntingdon before Peterborough. do like the East Coast Main Line South. A lot of stations to stop at. I like routes with a lot of stations on them. Otherwise, you're just staring at nothing for a long time. So the Class 800 does have a passenger view, even if it's just a default one. That's pretty good though. I wonder why these trains don't have cruise control. Maybe it does, it is just not implemented. So in real life, I have not been on this way. I'm not planning on doing it anytime soon because I have no business here. I have been to Peterborough and I have been to King's Cross, but nowhere in between. And Harry Potter has been to King's Cross. And one of my lecturers at uni is obsessed with it. Harry Potter, not King's Cross. Because instead of actually teaching us things, he just talks about Harry Potter. And that's Sandy Station. So instead of teaching us PHP, he just talks about Harry Potter is dead. Where some sprinkles of PHP doesn't really explain PHP. Even though this was last year. And by last year I mean January. But it's kind of every year, depending on when this video goes out. So we should be going at 125 most of the way to Peterborough. So this is the LNER reskin from LN Totem Sim. It's really good. I really like it. Even though we'll probably be seeing these for the next 40-50 years. Also, if you press B, you can open the coupler hatch. And the rear. It's pretty good. Maybe we should do a video with 2 5 cars stuck together. Or maybe like 2 9 cars from an 18 coach train. When the game stops lagging. I wonder how many frames I'm getting. About 30-ish. The Devil Learns are a lot smoother than Transport Fever 2. I wish in Transport Fever 2 you could turn off shadows. Then the game would run a lot smoother on my PC. This is Biggleswade, I think. So yeah, this train ran on the 22nd of December, which is a Sunday. So the line is kind of quiet. Well, quieter than normal. So don't expect that much AI. Even though I think because most of the trains are late, we'll tend to see most of the AI as we approach Peterborough. What if I put out 2 chasing videos a day because I have more time to record stuff? Maybe I should record them so far in advance that if something happens in the future, you will still have a video. Like my PC self-destructing. What if I made a scenario where you would take a stopping train from Peterborough to Stevenage, and you could imagine that the line south of Stevenage is closed, so you would have to leave Stevenage. So I would leave Stevenage, platform 1, go down the Hereford loop a bit to beyond the junction, and then reverse back into Stevenage. That would be cool. So you could take like, I don't know, 365. But I think Thameslink operates down here. Or something like a Great Northern 387. So I think I'll just keep alternating between idle and power 1. Just so we can keep our speed up at 125. Wasn't the video about a flight Scotsman being overtaken by a HGT filmed around here or something? But a few years ago there was like a viral video of a guy who wanted to film a flying Scotsman, but then he got bowled by a HST. Was that filmed around here? Because I remember it being quad track with a level crossing on it, and the track being curved. There's how many level crossings around here? I think they're for farms or something like that. Got a warning for 120. I think that's near Huntingdon or something. I don't know what it is about my videos on the IETs, because it seems to be a lot more popular than videos that aren't about the IET. Because the video I did a few months ago from Grantham to Peterborough, that has about 100 views somehow, and the rest of them have about 20 to 30. I wonder why the game is lagging so much. I mean, there's not a lot to render, there's just fields and houses. And entire towns, apparently. Yeah, my throat is really dry because I just finished recording the Westbury video, and I'm recording this right after. I think the reason it's lagging so much is because I'm going that fast, so the game has to render in a new part of the world fairly quickly. Kind of like a very poor version of the Hedgehog engine. I think this is St. Neots station. Neots, however you pronounce it. So the 120 limit is coming up in 1.7 miles. There's an 800 from Lincoln to King's Cross. I wonder what the actual formation of this train would be from King's Cross to Harrogate. Because before it was formed with a HST which had 9 coaches. I wonder if 9 coaches was actually enough for the Harrogate train. Or maybe it would make more sense to have it as a 5-car train. So the next station should be Huntingdon. We have about 20 miles left to Peterborough. I don't like the time we've picked. It's kind of when the sky goes pink and purple as the sun sets over the horizon. Even though the sun doesn't move and the earth just rotates. Hopefully, hopefully after Christmas I should have enough funds to upgrade some of my PC parts. So I can actually have dynamic lighting turned on, so my videos don't look like ass. And hopefully Transport Fever 2 should run a bit smoother. Because I think to run Transport Fever 2 with max settings you kind of need a monster of a PC. Like I think in the graphics card I think it's about 16 gig of VRAM. I think that's a lot of VRAM in a graphics card. Speed limit went back up to 125. So the video after this will be in the Flying Scotsman on the West Coast Main Line over Sharp. I think the hardest part of that will be getting up Sharp. And then of course the descent to TB will be easy. I guess on the descent I could just inject my water into the boiler. Because I think after climbing up Sharp, the boiler will be kind of empty of water. As I think the Flying Scotsman was pulling about 12 coaches and 47 on the end. So that'll be quite challenging to get up the hill. So this is Huntingdon Station. The next station will be Peterborough, where this video will end. I don't like the delivery. I've done it before. I think they kind of, I think what LNER did was kind of mimic the flowing silk livery that Virgin had before they were ended by Avanti West Coast with the grey, no not grey, it's green. With the kind of green livery that looks like snot. So I miss Virgin. So Peterborough in about 15 miles. Should be there in no time. Or about 10 minutes. Did they add a little bit of red on the wiper? Because I don't think that was there before. Oh god, the lag. That's horrible. There's an 800 from Harrogate to King's Cross. So I will put this scenario on Google Drive because this definitely won't go in the workshop because I use class 717 from Alan Thompson in Stevenage. Definitely a drink after this. My throat is really sore because I've been talking for about 3 hours straight. Even though I never do that. I think after this if I have time, I might record some more Transport Fever 2's campaign because it's a lot longer than the campaign in Transport Fever 1. In Transport Fever 2 there's 3 campaigns in 3 different time zones. Time zone? Time period. So I think chapter 1 is in the 1800s. Chapter 2 is in, I think it's between 1900 and 2000. And then chapter 3 is now until the near future, like 2030. I haven't got through all of it. I think doing the campaign in Transport Fever 2 instead of my own series would be a bit more popular because I think the campaign is what people would search for. Also, I'm not that creative, so I kind of like being told what to do instead of thinking of my own goals. Some sightings that I've forgotten the name of. Nine miles to Peterborough, so 801 from Newcastle to King's Cross. I think that train would definitely be formed of an 801 because the entire route is electrified. I think LNER might use their 800s on the trains to Inverness and Harrogate and Lincoln and Hull. Because those routes aren't fully electrified and probably never will be. Warning of 105 as we get closer to PBO. Why didn't my ATP thing warn me about that? It's 765. Now it's warning me 400. Why it just been limit not 125? I mean, it's perfectly straight. Warning of 100. So 6 miles left. Speed limit is now 100 miles an hour. But going up to 115, then I think at that point we should start braking for our arrival at Peterborough, where we join the line from March and Cambridge and Ely. Speed limit is going back up to 115. So we should be arriving into Peterborough soon. Sorry. Speed limit will shortly be going down to 115 again. I mean 105, not 115. What's like warehouses around here? Well, obviously. I think the line from the left comes from the Nene Valley Railway. There'll be a lot as we will be coming off the down main as we approach Peterborough. We are due into platform 4. When I get my frames back. FPS, 15, 16, 15. We're now crossing over the line from March, Ely and Cambridge. We are now cleared into platform 4 at Peterborough. Please make sure not to come in any faster than 20, otherwise I'll just trip the TPWS. I don't think TPWS is actually implemented in this. We're now arriving into Peterborough station. There's a 700 with a delayed train to King's Cross. I think on weekends the core is closed, probably for maintenance. So this is where the video ends. Thank you for watching. Follow me on Twitter for future video updates. There's a 170 from Stansted to Birmingham. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.